Okay, so since I talked about North Africa in my last video and said that I don't know if you listened to Katy Perry there, it was assumed that I think North Africa is a third world country. North Africa, Africa's a continent. And yes, it is comprised of mostly third world countries. But obviously, so like I've been peeing a lot lately, and I've been peeing a lot, like an animal that pees a lot, like an African, because they're not even people, because they are in a third world country, and that's what third world means. It doesn't have anything to do with the system of government or the level of poverty. It has to do with what they're like there, and because they're third world, I know that they can't be educated, and they can't eat, and they can't drink, and they can't communicate. Yeah, because that's what third world means. And they're all really fucking skinny because they don't have anything to eat. All they can eat are the animals that they hit. But not with their cars, because they don't have cars in Africa, because that's what third world means. And the water that they drink always makes them pee in holes because the water is polluted. The water's polluted. So they're all drinking it and dying because you can't tell them that the water's polluted because they're dumb and they don't get it and they can't communicate. That's why. And I'm bilingual in African because there's no such thing as African language because they can't communicate. So everyone's bilingual in African. Unless you already know another language, then you're like trilingual or something. But yeah, you can't even take an African language class at NYU because it's not a real freaking language, because that's what third world means. Okay? And they're all dead. They're all ghosts. They're not even human. They don't even have names because that's what third world means. They're not even on the friggin' map. Okay? Because they were blown up during World War II by the United States because we're the best nation and we're the first world nation. We're the only one. Because we have clean water and we eat food and we drive cars and have names and we have English here. Yeah, because if you live in America, you speak American. Duh. Because that's what first world means. And Africa is third world. And they're not on the freaking map because we took them off. And that's what third world means. Yeah, you know what else it means to be in Africa? It means that you don't get an education. There aren't schools there because it's third world. Duh. Obviously. And they don't take showers. And they're all friggin' dead. And they don't listen to any music. And they don't listen to Katy Perry because they don't know what music is. They don't have culture. And they never had culture. They never had drums. They never played music and danced to it in tribal ceremonies or anything religious. They don't know what religion means. They don't know what God is because God didn't make them because they're not really friggin' people because they're third world. They're a third world country, and that's what that means. Yeah, and they go to the bathroom in holes because that's what third world means. And they all smell bad because they're African, because they don't bathe, because that's what third world means. They don't know what it means to be healthy. They don't know what hygiene is. And it doesn't matter because they're all dead. All of them, because that's what third world means. It means that they're not real people and they don't have names. And they can't eat or drink. They can't fornicate. They can't communicate. And you can't educate them because they're all friggin' dead and dumb. And they're dumb, all of them. Yeah, that's what it means to be third world. That's what it friggin' means. That's what it means. And we're America and we're the opposite. So everything that they don't have, we have. They all have AIDS. There's no AIDS in America. They're all starving to death. We're not starving in America. Everyone eats enough. Everybody eats. If you look out the window, you see a friggin' fat person down the street because everybody in America eats. Because what you see on TV represents everyone in America. And we can all talk. We can all talk American because that's what it means to be a first world nation. and they're third world. Africans are third world. They're not even real people. So when I said I was peeing a lot like Africans, Africans don't pee a lot because they don't have enough to drink or eat in order to pee, and they're dead. And you don't pee when you're dead. You don't pee when you're up there hanging out with God. You're not just like, oh, hold on, God, I have to stop talking to you so I can pee. No, you don't pee when you're dead. So when I said that I peed a lot like an African, yeah, that was really deep. So you have to think about it for a really long time to get it, because that's what friggin' first world country means. It means you can be deep and smart and not in Africa. You can't do that, because that's what third world means. It doesn't have anything to do with your socioeconomic status or your system of government. It has to do with you not having any money whatsoever and being stuck in the dark ages and not even being friggin' people. They're not even second world. Second world at least has electricity. Not in Africa because it's fucking third world. That's what third world means. Duh.